But Games and Online Harassment Hotline adds resource to protect against hate raids. Would you tell everyone what a hate raid is?
Okay, guys. So there's a lot to this because I really didn't want to come unprepared for this segment. So there's a feature on Twitch that's called a raid. So basically what that is...
Used to be a good thing, right?
I mean,
it's still it's ambivalent. To be a good thing.
Yeah,
it's like a supportive thing from one streamer to another.
Okay.
Typically, I mean, it is what it is. So it's like, let's say I'm streaming and I'm ending my stream.
Thank you.
So the purpose of it is to your audience is like having a good time in the chat room, and then you host someone and you pass all your viewers down to them.
Yep.
Like, seems pretty nice, right? However, apparently, like, since like 2021, there had become this phenomenon, which is like hate raids, where, by the way, it's typically bots, from what I've gathered, that join streams and post like lewd and racist stuff to like bother the streamer.
But the bots are hired or like made by...
Literally bots, like made by a person. And from what I could tell from the research I made is that this came as a response to some features that Twitch was adding. So originally, some streamers were asking for like more like inclusive like stuff, and as a result, like Twitch added basically like a hashtag system where you could be like, oh, LGBTQ, like black, like yada yada, etc., etc. And it seems that as a result, some people were like, they will look up these hashtags and then raid these viewers and like start like hate posting like on their feeds. And so from what I've seen, they range to the point of like literally like somewhat adorable, to the point where like the streamer is like laughing, to the like absolute extreme where they're like hacking the person's Discord as they're streaming live. They're jumping into the voice channel. They're saying a bunch of slurs and like no words in order to get them banned from the stream, because like, as we know, these algorithms aren't perfect.
Yeah, they don't know context.
The voice to text bots read out any username.
Does everybody have at least that one friend who always uses voice to text and the text they send never makes sense?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I have at least two friends like that where I actually sometimes it'll make sense.
Sorry, I meant text to voice.
Yes. Sometimes I will read their texts, and when it makes sense, I double take. I'm like, huh? Like,
yeah. But they choose, offensive usernames so that the bot will read it out loud.
Yeah.
But I thought that the Games Hotline description of a raid was a lot better.
Let's read it. Why don't you read it?
Okay. Raids are a Twitch feature that forward a streamer's current viewers to another stream, usually as a sign of support. Hate raids happen when this feature is used to flood a channel with a large volume of abusive messages and harassment. Often this involves large numbers of bot accounts and most commonly targets Black streamers, female streamers, queer streamers, and other marginalized streamers.
I see no links, hyperlinks, evidence of this as the fact. They just one of the things that I hate the most about stuff like this is they always make claims like that and state it as fact and then never link to evidence that proves that.
Your chat gets spammed with slurs or doxed info. Your new follower and hosting alerts blow up with bot accounts using offensive usernames. Your text-to-speech donation or bits gets exploited to read more hate messages, and all the while, the hate raiders are recording you for your reaction.
So what I saw is that the bots are designed to do two things. Number one is to jump on one of the most popular streams of people that were under like the hashtag LGBTQ, hashtag black, hashtag whatever, right? So they jump on the hashtag, they follow the account, because a lot of chats are like follow mode only, where you can only chat after you follow.
We're follow mode only here.
Right.
You have to be I know like on IRL, like you have to be a subscriber for a certain amount of time.
So in Twitch, it's that way as well. And I think Twitch has like an additional feature where not only do you have to follow, you've had to follow for like 10 minutes to 30 minutes, if I'm not mistaken, in order to chat. But I think I don't know if that's like the default settings on all of them. I think on some you just follow and you talk at the same time.
Ours here is like if you follow instantly, you're allowed to start commenting.
Right. And so
okay.
the bot goes via the hashtag, it follows the person, and then it like start posting the N-word, or like they start like having one of those pictures of members, and that and the typically like the hate rates I've seen, it's typically have been like with female streamers.
Okay.
And a lot of them like jump on because like I don't want to speak to
because
like
they react more strongly.
Right. And like I don't want to speak to like the technological savvy of these streamers, but a lot of them like have their Discord like pretty like with very little like privacy or like they have very little boundaries of people like getting into their Discord. So they hop on the Discord, they jump on her voice channel as she's streaming, and they just like start like, I love you, will you be my girlfriend? And they start like, saying,
you know what somebody needs to do? Somebody needs to make a movie about like, how you hear that all the time, like they shout these things to women. It's like, or like guys catcalling women. I want there to be a movie made about the one time where the girl actually turns around and is like, yes. It actually works. Like guys catcall women every day. Guys on streams, oh, I love you. Will you be my girl? And the girl's like, yes.
It's like a dog chasing a car.
Yes. She's like, yes. Please give me your phone number and your address, and I will come over and we will seal our relationship.
I gotta
we will
say,
consummate.
I saw. So I looked up a bunch of them because I just wanted to see examples of them, and I gotta say, the people that dealt with a hate rate like that by like humoring them, it ended in like a minute. Every single time.
Like if you don't get overwhelmed and angry, which is what they want, then they'll stop.
Right.
It's not that hard.
And that principle holds true for like most negativity on the internet anyways. Like I get people who say negative things to me on Instagram. I just don't respond, and eventually, well, they come back like once a video and say something mean. But if you engage, then you're going to have a thread of 15 comments going back and forth with this person. And you're giving them exactly what they want.
Well, the games and online harassment hotline, which I wish was a real thing that you could call into, but it's not. With
Anita Sarkeesian picks up.
Anita Sarkeesian's feminist frequency.
She just sends you the
parent
PayPal
organization.
Yes.
They say that you're allowed to react to hate raids in any way that feels right to you. It's okay to stop streaming, to keep streaming, to talk about it, to not talk about it, to feel angry, to feel numb, to feel scared,
Do you have
to
to
feel
pay
anything at all.
Did
And
anyone need this
remember,
direction?
Online harassment is not your fault.
Do you have to pay for this kind of advice? Like it's
This
literally
is
like
like
you can do whatever you want.
Baby level therapy.
Yes.
I mean, because a lot of times it's like baby level responses from these people. Like I
Do
gotta
people rage?
Jeez, people.
Oh yeah.
Do streamers like rage about?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
hate raids?
Like I saw a
You're
lot
literally letting them win if you do that.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of them like literally burst into tears. The one that I was like, it's
Oh
kind
my
of
gosh,
rough.
if you're that sensitive to getting criticism online, you should not be like trying to have this like influencer
Yeah.
status or a huge audience.
Well-
It's like setting yourself up for failure and humiliation.
Like
As I said, there's like levels. So like a lot of them, what happens is like they jump on a Discord as they're streaming and they start saying the N-word, and they get like immediately like taken down. And if it's like, let's say it's part of your like
Is
financial,
the streamer banned?
I mean, I'm
for
sure.
that?
I mean, I'm sure there's been some cases where they have been, and they have to go through an appeals process. And I'm sure that like once the fan base is like, "Oh, this is what actually happened," they apologize profusely and like you bring them back immediately. But like, if this is like your livelihood, like I'm sure
Yeah.
you get like pretty freaked out.
Yep.
You know how I feel? I think streaming on Twitch shouldn't be your livelihood.
why not?
How brave and bold of you.
Why not?
'Cause, I mean, I'm not familiar with Twitch or its culture, but for the most part, it just seems like mindless drones in the chat being like poggers, and then like women licking prosthetic ears.
Yeah.
Like I don't have a high opinion of Twitch or Twitch streamers.
How about this? You can be
Or
you just
viewers.
no licking ears and no ASMR videos, and keep the hot tub videos to a minimum.
I mean, it's a spectrum, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's why you can't really you can't categorize it one or the other.
My thing is that I see this and I see it happening, and all I can think of is the solutions will lead to more problems.
Well, the solutions that they offered were like okay. They said like you should set up your stream so that you can like instantly, if you get a hate raid, lock down your chat, shut off your alerts for like new followers and stuff, and alert your moderators at the same time. And also, I think they advise streamers to like, if they don't want their reaction to be on screen, to like go to a safe screen that doesn't show them for a second.
It's like a safe space.
Yeah, it's literally a safe space. Like, if you don't feel safe streaming in your own home, just turn off the stream, please. I mean, like, those are okay solutions, but it's solutions offered to people who don't have the emotional bandwidth to be on the internet in the first place. Like, I'm always shocked that the internet has become so soft when like only 10-ish years ago it was very much like, it was closer to that Wild West era than it is now.
But this is what I mean. This is precisely what I mean. So like, I feel that hate streams are a reaction from edgy boys and girls on the internet, like just being like so sick of the woke pandering, right? And so they keep giving him like promotion, and they keep giving him this like absolutely cringe commercials in every stream, and they keep giving them features, and like every mechanism or layer of defense that you add, I think they'll retort in kind, because ultimately what I feel like this like hive mind wants is like in some way like an equality of service from the platform. Is like let us all just, and maybe I'm trying to rationalize,
should
like,
hate raids be allowed?
I mean, what's a hate raid, you know? Because if I'm streaming, for example, like people here in chat, like some people are nice and some people troll me. And like if I was streaming on Twitch, and let's say like Brett is also streaming, he sends me a raid. They know or do not know me, and they're like, "Hey, neckbeard," or whatever. Like, I am the kind of person where I would either make fun of them or make fun of myself.
Yep.
You know? And like a lot of people, as I'm saying, like they win them over.
Yeah, the easiest way is to just a little bit of self-deprecation goes a long way.
That's always
learning to laugh at yourself. It never hurts.
And also just like being a more grounded person, which the average Twitch streamer I don't believe is capable of.
Yep.
I mean, absolutely.
People just need to have thicker skin. Yep. I'm sorry. Or we need to make this online harassment hotline a real thing, and I'm on the other end. We were talking about this earlier.
I gave Mary
some
examples of what I felt Mary would say, and let's just say it wasn't kind to the people.
We can't repeat on stream.
I could not repeat any of that for fear of the ban hammer. It would come down hard and swift on us if I was to say what I think Mary would actually say to these people.
It's what they need to hear.
But it would include the wambulance and some French cries and except for it would be a lot more vulgar and it'd be like if people started super chatting us really, really mean things. Like I don't.
And it were text to speech.
Yeah, exactly.
I just think that they're having a meeting at Twitch. Like they all get their Soylent, they gulp on it, and then they're like, "So how do we solve this?" And it's like more hugs and puppies. But like, I think there's some point internally that they understand that the hugs and puppies is what leads to this.
Yeah.
That it's just like resentment from their audience of like, please stop pandering. Please, we beg you. Like, we need a space anywhere where it's not just a 24/7 pander fest.
What do you think the age demographic is, the people that do it the most frequently? The hate raids.
I mean, if it's bots, it has to be, I feel like 25 and up, because they have to have like the technical knowledge of how to set that up.
I don't know. I think there's some like tech savvy edgelords out there who would go through the trouble. Yep. If I had to guess, it would be like 16 to like 23.
That's what I was thinking. Younger.
Definitely not 25.
And also far less.
Because 25 and up, they have like lives to tend to.
Some of them. Like,
I'm just thinking of like, and the younger generation is going to be far less worried about the social implications of the stuff. Yeah, like my generation would be too scared of being mean to someone, the younger, the more vicious, I think.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, we get critical
Oh, yeah.
things in like our live chat or our comments or on our social media accounts, and I mean, like, God knows in the IRL chat, it's
The IRL
just
chat.
almost all insulting.
Sometimes I watch IRL chats for the IRL. Like I don't. I like mute the show and just read the
Yeah.
chat and like follow the conversation in terms of like, oh my God.
It's similar
incredible.
to like the gnashing of teeth in
Yes,
hell.
it's like hearing like I can only hear about Ian's
Oh my God,
yeah,
poor
Ian's
guy.
genitals so many times,
Like-
or vulgar comments about Mary so many times. that-
Everyone on the internet gets that type of
Yeah.
feedback,
Yep.
and you just gotta like learn to cope. Like, stop being a baby. I don't know how to say it other than that.
or figure out a way to avoid it. If you know it bothers you, be an adult.
The
and find
best
a
way to
avoid it.
avoid getting hate online is to not be extremely online.
Exactly. Thanks for watching this clip, guys. If you want to see full episodes or follow us on social media, links are in the description below. Bye.
Bye.